Good afternoon, citizens. Not good morning because I have just gotten home from work. I have not produced any more videos on the upcoming ship showdown. I say upcoming because it is still happening, but it is in its final throes. Final legs, final event, final round, final. It's going to be final pretty soon. It's been a long day at work. Uh, Regardless of that fact, or irregardless, again, my brain is kind of turned off. I have been exploring and playing with all the ships. So, looking at the screen here, the final ships that were available starting from round two, the final eight: the Redeemer, the Scorpius, the 600i Explorer, the Carack, the Star Runner, which is still referred to as the Mercury by CIG, the Raft, the Titan, the Avenger Titan, I should say specifically, and the C8X Pisces edition have all been available free. And if you saw my last video showing you how to get access to them, unfortunately, that access is only going to last, I believe, another day. So I have been trying all these ships, doing a lot of recording of all these ships, putting them through their paces, sort of. Really, I'm not an expert in a lot of these ships, and some ships like the Redeemer definitely would benefit by having a multiple crew as opposed to solo, as opposed to something like the Scorpius, which did okay on its own, and the Titan or the C8X, which are awesome solo ships. I did try out a bunch of things, looked at the ships, kind of looked at their interiors, found out some great stuff about them, and also found a lot of issues that I currently had with the ships going through them. And I will be putting out videos on each and every one of these ships coming up in the next little while. Although it is the 14th, tomorrow is the 15th, which where I live is the start of hunting season for grouse. Also, on top of that, I am working quite hard at my job for the next few days. And then Friday, I am going to be heading north away from civilization with my dad to go hunting, as long as it's not a horrible storm, which they are predicting. So there's a good chance I'm not going to be playing or editing any of this footage until later in the weekend, maybe Sunday or starting next week. But eventually, these videos were coming out. I didn't want to rush them and get them out right now. I figured everyone can spend their time trying these ships and really deciding for themselves. But looking through here, we'll go through the Redeemer, beat the Gladius, I think, in the long run. Although I love flying the Gladius as a solo player because of its cool animation. The Redeemer did win that one. Scorpius versus Vanguard Warden. The Scorpius won on that one. The 600i versus the Terrapin. I like the Terrapin. It's actually a cool looking ship, but I am not surprised that 600i won that one. Carack and 400i, again, not surprised that Carack won, although the 400i was a cool ship. It's one that I haven't flown since the free fly of the Expo, I believe. I flew it a little bit and I have not flown it since, so I should probably try that the next time I get a chance. Cutlass Black and Star Runner, I'm actually, in a way, I'm not surprised the Star Runner won, but the Cutlass Black was a pretty solid ship. Freelancer Max, they switched from Freelancer to Freelancer Max against the Raft. I actually thought that the Freelancer would win on that, and I was surprised that the Raft did. But I was able then to take the Raft out and really put it through its paces in an upcoming video. Avenger Titan and the Eclipse. Avenger Titan won that. I was very happy with that because I was happy with that ship. It was such a good ship. And the C8X beat the Mule. I was very happy that that happened, only because I think out of the two, I mean, the C8X, even the Pisces, the standard edition Pisces, is such an awesome ship. I expected it to go far, and it did when we looked at it, kept on going. The second round, Redeemer versus Scorpius. Again, the Scorpius won. This one I wasn't super heavily invested in. They're both solid ships, both cool ships. I did vote for the Scorpius. It edged out, in my opinion, a little bit, and when I get my videos in the future, you'll see why. But overall, this was a pretty close one, and I wasn't really expecting too much of a competition one way or the other. So if we look at this, let's see. Round two, Redeemer, 17,009 versus 17,379. 370 votes between the two. It was close. It was super close to get through. 600i Explorer versus Carack. This one could have been pretty close. I don't know what the end vote was. I'm going to look real quick. 600i Carack. Carack, 7,200-ish more. About that. That is a huge difference between the two. So the Carack quite handily won. The Carack always does well in the ship showdown, but at the same time, the 600i is an awesome ship, and overall, I really enjoyed the 600i. A couple issues with it that I'll get into, and a couple big problems I had with the ship when I was kind of testing it out. But overall, I still love that ship. It's a cool ship. We have the Star Runner and the Raft. Not surprised that the Star Runner won based on my experiences with the Raft, and that you will see in an upcoming video. I do like the Raft, and I think if Cargo Refractor comes out in the next patch and the Raft is actually used for its intended purpose, and they fix a couple of the major flaws that I found with the Raft, this is going to be a solid ship and could do so much better. The Mercury itself is a ship that I've always loved, but it's a ship that I love because of what it's based on. I love the Millennium Falcon, not necessarily because the Mercury itself is a flawless ship. Far from it, but it is still a ship that I love flying and will continue to fly in the verse whenever possible. Avenger Titan and the C8X, this could have been close, but as I've said, the C8X could beat a lot of ships in round one. It was an awesome ship. It was not the meme that a lot of people were expecting it to be. It is a solid ship. So I was happy to see that one continue on to the next rounds of votes, which led to Scorpius versus Carack. Not surprised that the Carack won in here, just because of the massive amount of ship and the use it could have both in combat. Although I'm not a big fan of it in combat, just walking around it, it's such a cool design ship, and it's great for shipping cargo. So it made it into the final round, along with C8X versus Mercury. And honestly, I would have been happy with either one of these winning. The Mercury, because it's a ship I love, and the C8X, because it's one of the few ships in all of these 8 final free fly ships that I had absolutely no issue with. And for what it is a well-built ship. I did see someone requesting that if it made it into the final round, or if it won, they should kind of give it a gold pass and give it a bed. I saw on Spectrum. Why? Why add a bed to it? If you're thinking it's the best ship, why change it? Why add it? It doesn't need a bed. For what it is, it's awesome. And so I think that was a cool ship. But it did not make it. We are now down today to the final 2. The Carack, which going through here, where would it show? Would it show here? There we go. Carack won by about 5,000 in round 1, 7,000 in round 2, and then about another 4,000 in round 3 versus the Scorpius. It is now going, oh, interesting. Okay, I've just found out something. So I have not voted for a ship yet. You can see here. Vote. It doesn't tell you what the actual vote is, but I suddenly realized if I click on this down here, it tells you currently that it is just slightly ahead of the Mercury. Interesting. Normally, you're not supposed to be able to see what the vote is before you can vote, but apparently you can there. So it's really close, although 19 hours, 26 minutes, and 7 seconds left to vote. And if you look at this, we're already up to about maybe 16,000 votes have happened. So that is it. The Carack versus the Mercury. A ship that can haul a ton of cargo, can hold ground vehicles and air vehicles. 3 floors. It's a massive ship. Multiple crew members can be in this ship. Dedicated long-range scanning and exploration ship. It is a cool ship up against the Star Runner, a slightly more manageable size vehicle, great for hauling some cargo, can haul land vehicles. Technically, the tiniest of space vehicles possibly you could fit in there. I'm not sure. I don't think it actually holds the MPUV, but I think it might hold like an Archimedes. I'm not 100% sure on that. So that is something to consider. Really, what ship do you like the best? And this one is going to be close. And it always comes down being close to the Carack and the Star Runner. Now, the Star Runner last year made it to the final, but was up against the insurmountable, unbeatable Argo MPUV. The Carack, I believe, has won the showdown before. Whichever one wins, whether it is the Anvil or the Crusader ship, there's going to be something in the next expo, or maybe CitizenCon. I think it's the next expo that you will get as a backer. So last year with the Argo, it was the backpack that was the Argo backpack, whereas the year before, Carack, I believe, did win, and the prize that everyone got was an Anvil styled helmet, if I'm not mistaken. So regardless, you're looking at the Scorpius, the Carack, the Star Runner, and the C8X Pisces getting paints. So if you own one of these ships right now, if you own a Star Runner, a Carack, a Scorpius, or the Pisces, I believe, of either version, or if you own a Pisces inside of a package, you can get the Pisces with a Carack. You will be getting a paint for that, as well as potentially an Anvil or Crusader theme goodie for everyone, regardless of whether you own one of these ships or not, coming up in the next expo. Also, I believe people who had one of these ships got a jacket last year with the logo on it. So who knows what they're doing this year, but this is the time to vote. What do you think will win, the Carack or the Mercury? And look forwards to all these videos for these 8 ships coming out in the future, as well as my continuation of my starting from nothing video, working my way up, getting back into the verse from absolutely nothing after a wipe, what you can do in order to make some money. So that will be happening again more next week, but this will probably be the last video for this week, and I will just be working on getting these out as soon as possible. So until then, until next time, get out there and vote. As the time of this recording, by the time I get this out onto the website, you're probably going to have about maybe 16, 17 hours to get yourself voting for the ship that you want to win. Hopefully, you were happy with some of these results, and hopefully you enjoyed the free fly and access to the game. Don't forget, you still have another few days until the 19th if you are just taking part in the free fly to get one of the pledges. So you just go to the pledge store and looking at the different items here. If you want to get to the verse, we have the game packages that are on sale. We have the Mustang Alpha Ship Showdown Starter Pack. Now, as opposed to the regular Mustang Starter Pack, which is right here, which is $45 with 6 months insurance. Look here, it says, 3 months insurance, not even 6, 3 months insurance. That doesn't really matter until the game is fully released. Who knows when? The Mustang Alpha Ship Showdown Starter Pack, you're saving yourself $4.50 plus a 2-year insurance, 24-month insurance on that. Other than that, you are getting just the game itself and access to the verse. So if you're looking to get into the verse, this is an awesome deal to start out there. $40.50, and that will give you access to the Mustang perpetually, no matter how many wipes or changes in the game. I also always recommend the Aurora MR Starter Pack. Unfortunately, that one is currently not on sale, so if you really want that, you could get the Mustang Alpha and then buy one of these in-game. If you're looking at getting something like the Titan, I would also get the Mustang Alpha and then upgrade to the Titan to save yourself a little bit of money and get that insurance to transfer over. But just to get into the verse, if you're looking to, this is the way I'd go right now. Also, make sure you either use the link in the description below, or if you've already made your account, hopefully you used a referral code when you made your account, because then until the 19th, by buying this starter pack and getting the verse, you're also getting a free constellated, let's try that one more time, Consolidated Outlaws hover quad, and that hover quad is worth $30. So you could take that hover quad and upgrade it to an Aurora MR, and that Aurora MR would have the lifetime insurance of the hover quad. So that's kind of a cool thing to do. So all you'd have to do for that is go to ship upgrades, and you have a hover quad, and then you could get even the LN, which is an awesome fighting ship, or the Pisces, which is kind of cool. You could upgrade to that Pisces for only $15, and this would be a free hover quad that you're getting as part of the referral bonus. So see my earlier video about the referral bonus, and that is pretty much it. It is time now to vote, and if you want to get in the verse, or you wait till the next free fly, which I think won't be. There might be one around October, but in November is usually when the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo is on, and that one always has cool new ships released, some pretty cool deals as far as ship packages, and maybe a referral bonus around that time as well. But the referral bonus currently is only going on until the 19th. So that is it. Hopefully things are awesome, and you guys have a wonderful weekend. Until next time, I hope to see you soon in the verse. Thank you for all your support, and thanks for watching. Goodbye.